Sir?
Okay, thank you very much, Jimmy from Claros, and now we will continue with Pedro from WalletConnect. Pedro, take it away. Welcome.
Thank you. So very unfortunate for me, like opening party, tropical theme didn't go so well, and I got stung in the eye. But that won't stop me because I'm here to present WalletConnect, and hopefully some of you already know about it. Like it's been 3 years in the making, and it's an open protocol for connecting wallets to dApps. My name is Pedro Gomes. You can find me on Twitter at PedroUID. I'm the co-founder of WalletConnect. And while I do have one eye closed, I really hope I can open your eyes to WalletConnect and what it is. What is WalletConnect and how it does it even work? Some of you might have been here for longer. Some of you might have just joined Ethereum recently. But WalletConnect was quite, before WalletConnect, it was quite different, Ethereum, right? Because you had a much more focused desktop experience. MetaMask was basically the only way. And I must say, if Jimmy is still in the room, Claros still only uses MetaMask. So a good opportunity to integrate WalletConnect. I'm here to talk to. And that kind of focused the experience for dApps and Ethereum to have these dApp browsers. And a lot of them appeared on the mobile, but there was a lot of missing opportunity in the mobile world. And that's exactly what WalletConnect brings. WalletConnect enables users to choose from their favorite mobile wallets. There are thousands of applications on the App Store and thousands of applications on Google Play. And you're able to choose the exact flavor that you want. That's where WalletConnect started. We just wanted to have a different wallet experience than MetaMask and not be constrained by desktop. Because we think that nowadays, everyone has a mobile phone more than they have a desktop. And if we look at the global scope, there's more mobile phones than there are desktop devices. And that experience needs to be shared with the world. That's how we're going to hit the 1 billion users with Ethereum. How does it work? Just like on desktop. Like you are familiar with the MetaMask extension, how you're actually prompted to enter an application and just share your accounts. MetaMask Mobile integrates WalletConnect, so you don't actually have to use that browser, and you can connect either to the mobile browser or the desktop browser, and you will be prompted the exact same experience from how you use WalletConnect as if you were with the MetaMask extension. But you're not constrained to one platform. Basically, WalletConnect, in a sentence, can be described as a secure remote signing protocol. It enables you two devices to connect with end-to-end encryption to share JSON-RPC payloads. And if you're familiar with JSON-RPC, you basically have the idea of some message, some transaction that needs to be signed, and the wallet that will be securely managing your private keys with multiple accounts that you have on multiple different chains will have a key to sign the message that was requested by the application. The idea is that we completely decouple the browser or the desktop or whatever the wallet is. The wallet is wherever you want it to be, not where the dApp is. You don't need to follow the dApp. The wallet lives on your phone. The wallet lives on your phone, and the dApp can be even on some device on the street that you want to sign a transaction. And using the end-to-end encrypted JSON-RPC transport that WalletConnect provides, you can connect an application to a wallet without having to worry about it. And it looks pretty simple because you basically have a QR code, and you scan it, and it has just the minimal information to find the two devices and encrypt the messages across the infrastructure. And we started with the QR code scanning, focusing on there's a lot of desktop users, but there's a lot of mobile wallets. We wanted to put the private keys on the mobile wallet, always with you, so that you don't have to carry your desktop around. You can go to your friend's desktop and sign in with your account and not have to share anything and securely connect. But we went further and we wanted, how about we kept the experience inside of the mobile? We're focusing on mobile first, so why don't we just use the mobile browsers that we have, not have every single wallet build another browser? We had more than 40 years of browser experience being developed under Google Chrome and Firefox, and a lot of wallets were just reinventing the wheel. You can use just mobile Safari or Google Chrome and connect inside of your phone using deep linking to your favorite wallet. There's no need to choose. As you can see, there's even 4 pages of wallet here. Like, there's so many integrations with wallets nowadays that we might even need to have a search bar there so you can find your wallet. And we even went further. We thought, why not have even the desktop users connect to their favorite desktop wallet inside their desktop? The same device, you're able to copy to clipboard. You have an example here of Gnosis Safe, where you can have your multisig connected to any dApp that although Gnosis Safe actually supports a lot of dApps inside, you can connect to your favorite yield farming, your favorite DAO, the newest NFT platform. Whatever you want is available through WalletConnect. And I'm really glad to see this graph, because I remember presenting this a while ago and it was like 5,000 downloads a weekly. Now it's crashing through 40,000 like easily, and people are really, really feeling that this is the way to go. Like, we are not constrained to one wallet, we're not constrained to one platform. WalletConnect is here to open the doors for the competition of wallets and everyone to have the best user experience they want. It's supported by the community, and I hope I could fit every one of you guys here. And there's a lot of dApps and a lot of wallets, and I really hope this continues going on. We have over 70 wallets, more than 200 dApps. We keep a registry, all of them, that the community has been submitting whenever they find a new app. But it's been really good to see like how much it has been supported. We started with the prototype back in 2018 with just 2 wallets. And 2018, we went with a V1 beta, and it went really well. Then in 2020, we finished the beta, and we had a lot of wallets and dApps. And now I'm going to actually be presenting about the new protocol. It's not a backwards compatible protocol, but I think you will enjoy what I have to show. So what is new about WalletConnect 2.0? WalletConnect 2.0 features multi-chain support. That's pretty much the biggest feature that everyone is talking about, and I think it comes with great timing, because now with a lot of rollups coming in, a lot of application development happening on other chains like Cosmos and Polkadot, we don't have to constrain ourselves to one chain, and the infrastructure should be in place for us to develop a world that fits every use case possible. We started with Ethereum, obviously, as WalletConnect V1 was supported on Ethereum only. And now we already have support for Cosmos, currently working on Polkadot. Celo actually already went live with the WalletConnect V2 production. They did an amazing job on jumping in early. And we're also going to work on Solana and Near support. The protocol itself actually is agnostic to all of this. It kind of gives you this experience where we're going to start seeing multi-chain applications where it's no longer about the wallet deciding which chain you want or what account you're on. You can have whatever you want. Here you have like one of our demos where you have a wallet connected to Ethereum, Optimism, XDAI, Matic. I should update that to Polygon. I'm sorry, Matic team. Cosmos Hub. And all of these accounts are active, but that doesn't necessarily reflect on the application. The application only needs you to connect to Ethereum and Cosmos. So you have this idea of a permission system that the wallet will scope it out for each application, what is the access the application has, without having to sync the state between the two. There's an idea that this application, let's call it application A, wants to connect to Ethereum and Cosmos, and the wallet just shared those 2 accounts. So you don't actually have to expose everything on your wallet, just what it's the minimum requirement. You can think of it as if you're connected to an application and it says, sign in with Facebook, sign in with Ethereum. This one will just post. This one will post and comment. There's a set of permissions that it allows, but within a wallet context. And this also includes the ability that whenever you're actually sending a transaction, you will see here that each request is actually accompanied with the chain ID of that request. So you can have multiple chains. And for example, imagine you're doing a bridge between XDAI. If you ever had that experience, you will see that you have to send a transaction on Ethereum and then do a claim on XDAI, and then you have to be switching on the wallet from one network to another. That is gone. You basically just open the scope for the 2 chains, and you target 2 transactions simultaneously, and you can approve them separately with the idea of which request goes to who. And then the response is reflected on the dApp. And that goes for Ethereum, that goes for Cosmos, that goes for whatever chain you want to support. This is possible through a lot of work that we've been doing for a lot of years now. Since 2019, we had this idea that multi-chain will be coming. And we worked in these blockchain identifiers that actually define different namespaces and a chain-agnostic structure that we were able to have interoperability between different multi-chain applications and multi-chain wallets without having to be vendor locked into WalletConnect itself or to other parties. We wanted to bring the interoperability up front, so the CAIPs were actually developed before WalletConnect v2. So WalletConnect v2 can be seen almost as just re-implementing CAIPs in a product. And we have both the chain IDs and also the account identifiers. This is actually still on a draft, and some people have provided some feedback on it. But basically, you can see this almost like as an email, where there's no longer this idea of like an address. An account has to be accompanied with a context. So you either prefix or suffix it with the chain ID, and the account is the sum of the address and the chain ID. And it still reuses the chain ID that we saw before, where you have, for example, for Ethereum, EIP 155, chain ID 1, and that address is targeted specifically for the Ethereum mainnet. CAIP adoption has been starting. It's standards. If you ever worked on standards, you know that things don't move as fast as software development, but it's important to do it right at your first time. And we have the support of some projects that are working mostly on multi-chain infrastructure like Ceramic, Aleph, Starname, CryptoPlease, where you're focusing not developing for one platform or another, so you have to have this idea of agnosticism over the chain that you're supporting to. So, but there's more to multi-chain. WalletConnect 2.0 brings a lot of the feedback that we've captured from a lot of these teams. And one of the most interesting things I would say is the decoupled pairing. The QR code that you saw before is, in a sense, an initiation of the session for WalletConnect v1, but we actually decoupled this understanding of a session and a pairing so that when you go to a dApp and you connect to your wallet, you're actually pairing the two devices for the end-to-end encryption. Then you actually instantiate sessions on top of that pairing. What does this mean? Imagine you go to Uniswap and you've never actually connected to this browser. You'll have to scan the QR code. Like WalletConnect v1 did, WalletConnect v2 will do the same. However, now you go to another application. Let's say you go to Compound. And you go to Compound, you would have to scan the QR code again. You have to pair the same browser to the same wallet over and over again. So the idea here is that once you scan the QR code with WalletConnect v2, you can instantiate as many sessions as you want without scanning the QR code. You will receive a push notification on your wallet. Hey, this session wants to connect with you, and then it will describe the permissions that it requests from your wallet. And that basically covers the 2 points that I want to have here. The decoupled pairing and the permission system are quite synergetic there because they were necessary in order for us to decouple the pairing to scope out the permissions. That way that you don't have a pairing instantiating and accessing state from other sessions. Message acknowledgement was part of more of a networking issue that some people would have missing transactions. There's some edge cases in network where a WebSocket would be closing on opening and then you would miss out the message. That is fixed with V2. We also no longer have these stalled sessions where either the wallet or the dApp would be disconnected and the other party didn't know. So there's a split expiry time. And we also have a single client connecting to the relay that will then manage multiple sessions over it, which reduces bandwidth significantly because some wallets had the issue of having to maintain multiple WebSockets for the same relay server. So I brought up the word relay server, and we are used with WalletConnect v1 of talking about bridges, but given that the multi-chain world has kind of used more accurately the term bridge, to bridge between chains. In the WalletConnect world, we see it more as relaying messages. It's more accurate. So we changed the name from bridge to relay because it didn't feel right. It didn't feel accurate. The decentralized infrastructure that we're bringing with WalletConnect v2 basically doesn't mean that you can't connect to our servers very simply if you just want to go in a hackathon and just play around with WalletConnect. The idea is that we now are able to actually run two separate servers and sync messages regardless of whether the wallet is connected to server B and the app is connected to relay server A. Through the Waku network, which is the successor to the Whisper network that Status has been developing, we are probably the first project outside of Status using Waku, and we've actually been able to use it very well to sync servers that allows us to basically instantiate relay servers all over the world and have a much better latency and uptime that we had before, where a lot of centralization happened, and we ended up having loaded servers if you've used WalletConnect v1 before. This also introduces the idea that you could theoretically not even connect to a server. You could have a dApp connect directly to the Waku network and have your wallet connect to a relay, and it would still broadcast the same messages and find the dApp. Or you could even like remove the relay server completely and just have everyone connect to the Waku network. Well, I would say that we will get to this point one day. But if you've used libptp gossip sub, you will find that the experience is just not there yet. So we are still kind of targeting this experience, where we are having relay servers almost acting as a proxy for the Waku network in order for us to maintain faster connections and better uptime. So I guess you would be asking the question, how do I run my own relay for WalletConnect? We would find that maybe it will be a little bit hard, and we could provide that for you. So we're introducing WalletConnect Cloud as a service that still doesn't stop you from running self-host. You could see it almost as WordPress.org and WordPress.com, where WordPress created the biggest blogging platform, and you could self-host, but we would also provide you a good service that you could run. We were not necessarily thinking about charging just yet. It's not about us monetizing on this step. It's true, we have 200 applications, but I think the blockchain world is much bigger than that. We want to build a network on this, and we want you to register API keys so that we can start testing what we find to be the future of the WalletConnect network. WalletConnect Cloud is, in a sense, a predecessor to the WalletConnect network, and in order for us to happen, we want to run internally within the WalletConnect Cloud the first iteration of the WalletConnect network. Because we have had some good results with Waku network, but I think we can design something much better where you can provide different services to have the best blockchain experience. And you can go to walletconnect.com and subscribe so that you can know when it launches. We're aiming for October, and we hope that we can meet that expectation. So what to look for from WalletConnect? So right now we have the V2 protocol that's already available. The spec is out. You can run the JavaScript clients for browser, for Node.js, and React Native. We already have 2 wallets working on the integration for Ethereum with Pillar and Rainbow Wallet. And we're going to launch the Swift and Kotlin clients soon so that you can have a native iOS and a native Android experience. We're also going to launch the cloud platform so that browsers can, the dApps can register the API keys to access the infrastructure that we're going to provide. And we want to provide even more features. Web3 analytics, which we think there's a need here, and there were teams like Terminal who actually tackled it, but WalletConnect is positioned very nicely to actually provide this as part of our service. And we also want to offer notifications. There's so much of a need, let it be for NFTs, let it be for ENS, let it be for DAOs. Like, so much events are happening on the network, and we are not able to target the wallet users without having to rely on a centralized infrastructure. However, we are already developing a WalletConnect network that will be perfect just for that. And we want to focus really on that because the future is that WalletConnect Cloud will eventually evolve to be the WalletConnect network. And we would like you to register so that we can build the biggest network possible, and then we can introduce different service providers to outbeat us and compete with us. So what's the recap? WalletConnect 2.0, multi-chain support, everyone loves that. Decentralized backend, so no longer having to require to run within our servers. You can always self-host and not be clustered away. We have a much better improved session management with the multi-session clients and message acknowledgement and permission system. Faster connections within the WalletConnect Cloud, a better uptime, and that will be our cloud offering. And we would like you to go to walletconnect.com and register to hear more. So if you have any questions, I'll give you time to have it now.
Test. Oh, great talk, Pedro. Two quick questions. When can I use something like Osmosis with a WalletConnect enabled wallet? And are the rumors true of a WalletConnect token? Sorry, lots of echo.
Are the rumors true? I wasn't aware of the rumors, actually. Well, I have to say that there is a strong possibility for a WalletConnect token. Why would I say this? Because as we were developing the infrastructure for the WalletConnect network, we kind of always found these issues of a permissionless and a permission system, where there is a very, how do you say, there's a spectrum where you need to adjust for latency and permissionless. The more permissionless, the more latency. The less permissionless, sorry, I think you get the point. Like, latency is influenced by the permissionless system. And we want the WalletConnect network to have the capability of offering new services without having to actually always go into the gossip network and have the gossip network almost as a fallback. So I think there are strong possibilities of a WalletConnect network, and that's why we also want to have the same experience as with the Gitcoin DAO, where they had 2 or 3 years of experience within their centralized infrastructure, where they could retroactive airdrop to their most influential and most impactful users, because based on the analytics that they had on their network. And the same thing with the graph. The graph had an amazing rollout from a SaaS to a network, because they were able to have all of that experience from their cloud offering into the network, so that they could retroactively airdrop into the most impactful users within their network. And what was your first question, actually? Oh yeah, we are talking to the Kepler wallet, but if you used Osmosis, like, they're doing an amazing job, and they're very busy and providing probably the best user experience on Cosmos, and they're working on a mobile wallet which will have WalletConnect, but that's still to come. Any other questions?
So what are some risk factors going towards the cloud approach? And then what are some of the community concerns that you've heard?
You're talking about the server load currently present in WalletConnect V1 servers?
Sure.
Yeah, so that kind of like brings back like my slide here, where basically you have this idea that there's different setups within the network that weren't possible before. Before, we had literally a single point where everyone had to connect to, and that pretty much provided a clog. And basically, the way the protocol was designed for V1 had this strong assumption that everyone was going to self-host. So having a single point wasn't so much big of a problem, but the temporary solution became the solution, and then the whole Ethereum network was running in that single point. That's why we wanted to move away from that, and we wanted to create as many points within that network and allow the loads to distribute within multiple nodes and have different servers just kind of proxy within the Waku network. And even though if you don't even connect to one server, you can just go ahead and connect directly to the Waku network. So you're never, how do I say this, like basically blocked by our infrastructure.
WalletConnect network would be replacing this system, or?
Yeah, so I guess we could imagine that the relay servers would eventually be nodes within the WalletConnect network, where they would be as a layer 2 to the Waku network. I mean, it's very hard to talk about layer 2s in a, this is not a distributed ledger, so it wouldn't be a good terminology, but it would be a lower latency network to the Waku network, which is more permissionless, but has higher latency.
And what's the benefit of not relying on Waku at that point? So what's the benefit of not relying on Waku at that point?
So there is this idea that the more permissioned you go, the lower latency you have. And the more permissionless you go, the higher latency you have. So it's kind of adjusting within the spectrum that all of these setups are interoperable, but then you come with a degradation of latency as more permissionless you go. So going through the proxy servers, you're going to have a lower latency. Going through the Waku network directly, you're going to have a higher latency, but you will never be blocked by any, I don't know, imagine if you're in China and there's like some IP blocking going on. Awesome. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. Thanks for having me.